Well, hey, hot mamas, how you doing today? How does your brain feel today? And how does your brain affect your belly? Well, let's talk about the mind-body connection today. Welcome, 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 welcome to Crazy Sexy Menopause. I'm Betty Vargas, and I specialize in providing exceptional education, immeasurable compassion, and welcomed relief to overwhelmed, overworked, and potentially overweight women before, during, and after menopause. Now, if this is you, click on the link in the description to my website and get my free ebook, 3 Keys to Maximizing Life During Menopause. Now, there's a lot of buzz going on around belly fat and weight loss in menopause, but it might be wise for us to focus more on the brain instead of the belly for a better quality of life as we age. I see women who are more concerned about stress, depression, and anxiety, lack of confidence, and lack of sleep, actually, as a result of menopausal symptoms, more so than being concerned about belly fat. So today, I'm going to talk to you about 5 ways exercise leads to a healthy mind. And I'm also going to tell you about 3 types of exercises you should be doing during menopause. Now, the first way exercise leads to a healthy mind is through depression and anxiety. Physical activity increases your endorphins, and those are the body's feel-good chemicals that are produced in the brain and the spinal cord that give you those happy feelings of euphoria. And so that's one way. The second way is that exercise decreases your stress levels. Increasing your heart rate through exercise can actually reverse stress-induced brain damage by stimulating the production of neurohormones like norepinephrine. I knew that. Norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is that calming hormone. And it not only improves cognition and mood, but it improves your thinking that's been clouded by stressful events of whatever kind, because your body does not differentiate between good stress or bad stress. Exercise also forces the body's central and sympathetic nervous systems to communicate with one another, which also improves the body's overall ability to respond to stress. And the third way is it increases the third exercise that leads to a healthy mind is increasing your self-esteem and your confidence. You know, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel strong, you feel empowered. Looking better in your clothes and having a slimmer physique and having the ability to climb a hill, much less a flight of stairs, without being winded, may have been your original goal to weight loss, but physical endurance and increased muscle tone is definitely a boost to your body, your mind, and your spirit. The fourth way that exercise leads to a healthy mind is better sleep. Exercise regulates your circadian rhythms, which control when you feel tired or alert. But let me just say this, you don't want to exercise close to your bedtime, because that will keep you energized and awake. What are you? Hey, okay. Pam is saying, yes, there are certain exercises that make me feel strong and empowered. Push-ups is one of them. Yes, That's one for me too, Pam. I love push-ups, and I love pushing myself to push up and to do more and more and more. And so, which leads me to the fifth exercise that, which is improves your brain health. And so cardiovascular exercises, they create the brain cells through a process called neurogenesis. And cardio prevents cognitive decline and memory loss by strengthening the hippocampus, the part of the brain that's responsible for memory and learning. And we talked about this last week, so you might want to check out that video. The studies have proven that physical activity boosts creativity and mental energy. So that brings me to my little segue, which I want to share with you that I've got some great new things, exciting new things planned for 2024. And if you want to know about it before everyone else, click my email link in the description to get on my wait list. You can also click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and that notifications bell. You can be a part of my menopause movement I'm creating. And it only takes 2 seconds to click on that link. I want you to sign up right now. Did you do it? Yes? Yay! Thank you, and I'll see you on the inside. Oh, okay, so now I'm going to share with you 3 types of exercises that you could be doing during menopause for a healthy mind. They are strength-based exercises, aerobic-based exercises, and restorative-based exercises. So the first type of exercise you should be doing during menopause is strength-based. And strength-based exercises burn body fat. You probably know that already. It helps to build and maintain muscle, which increases your metabolism. And your metabolism is the rate at which your body uses calories. So the less muscle you have, the slower your metabolism and the fewer calories you'll need. But the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism will be and the more calories you need. So now as we age, we lose more muscle tissue, and definitely during menopause phase. So strength training is the best way to build muscle. Muscle also protects the bones and the joints, which is important because as estrogen levels decrease, so does muscle and bone density on top of that. And it decreases the incidence of developing osteoporosis. Strength training also improves your balance. We talked about that. We have a video on that you can check out. But that also reduces your risk of falling. Most people who focus on the glamour muscles like the glutes or the back and the biceps and the triceps and the abs, but the most important muscle of all is the heart. And that brings me to the second type of exercise, which is aerobic based exercise. Now, walking seems to be all the rage now, as a race walk champion, walking competitively for almost 30 years, I can attest to the innumerable benefits of walking for health, longevity, and weight loss. So walking, I'm just going to talk about walking for a moment. It's easy on the joints. It supports your heart health. And speaking of the heart, your heart, as it supports the heart health, heart disease, which is the leading cause of death among postmenopausal women, it also controls your blood pressure and it lowers your heart rate. And so when we talk about the lowering of the heart rate, that's a good thing, because that means that your heart doesn't doesn't have to work so hard to pump blood through your arteries and your veins and to get it through your body to keep you alive, actually. So the heart does a lot of work, but it doesn't have to work so hard if you're exercising. Now, aerobic-based exercises reduce anxiety and stress by boosting your mood. Exercise also promotes good quality of sleep, which is, one of those things that is problematic in terms of your menopause journey. Walking is also affordable. It's accessible. It's a weight-bearing exercise that strengthens your bones, and it increases your energy expenditure while helping your weight management. Now, also, if you don't have a smartwatch that which are all the rage, also that keep track of your steps during the day and all of your other activities and your movements, etc., you can just use your phone to track your steps. Put it in your pocket and get to moving, get to stepping. So you don't have to walk now, just because that's my way of increasing my cardio. That doesn't necessarily have to be yours. Now you can do it. You can take dance classes like jazz classes, ballroom dancing, or Zumba, or even salsa. You can swim. You can cycle. You can do hip workouts, but you don't have to spend hours in the gym. So I just want to, I just want to let you know that you don't have to do all those things. You don't have to stay in the gym for long periods of time to work out. I work out for an hour, and that's it. And also aerobic exercises also help with your balance and your functional mobility, which promote the mind-body connection. And that brings me to the third type of exercise you should be doing, which is restorative-based exercises. And restorative-based exercises are yoga, or and if you're not a believer in yoga, stretching exercises. There are all kinds of stretching exercises that will relax you. There are yoga or stretching exercises that energize you. There's stretching exercises that are static. And there are some that are ballistic. But we're talking about restorative-based exercises today. And those are the ones that are relaxing. You can do them prior to going to bed. You can do them when you wake up in the morning to give you a great sense of wellness and a great start to your day. Not only are yoga-based restorative exercises, but Pilates is a great exercise, restorative-based exercise for you, as well as Tai Chi. And you may not think of this as an exercise, but meditation is a mental exercise that promotes relaxation and calms the nerves while centering the mind. I do balance or body weight exercises in the kitchen while I'm chopping my vegetables or waiting for the blender or the food processor to finish. And I'll do standing hamstring curls at the counter and squats at the fridge, or while I'm looking for something in the refrigerator, or putting a dish in the dishwasher. And I also walk around the house with ankle weights on my leg days. So it's, there are all kinds of ways that you can promote restorative, that you can exercise during the day to really fuel your brain. So get creative. Let me see. Pam G says, okay, I appreciate you, Pam. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you too. So I just want to share with you also that focus on strength-based, aerobic-based, and restorative-based exercises during menopause, because these exercises help decrease your depression, anxiety, and stress. They may boost your brain health and your self-esteem, and they give you what? A good night's sleep. So I just want to share with you. Thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to know more about this or anything else that I've discussed, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It will mean the world to me and to help me grow my channel. And share this information and this channel with your friends and family. And see you next time. And always remember, it's your life. Live it well.